Yeah. You already know, man. This your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that been viewing this. Listen, shout out to the people that been viewing my content, whether religiously or in passing. You already know, man. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Hype Fan Eagle One. That's Hype Fan Eagle One. You already know. Listen, man. I'm at work right now. You feel me? You see the mail hat. I'm at work right now, and then as the old saying go, do business as business is being done. So that's what I'm doing right now, just giving y'all a quick update on my thoughts, my opinions on what's going on. So over the past couple of days, there's been a couple of guys that have been in the Philadelphia Eagles news, such as B. John Robinson, Jalen Carter, Darius Slay, so on and so forth. I'm just going to touch brief on a little bit of it. Um, I want to get to B. John Robinson, right? Because I'm trying to figure out what direction are the Philadelphia Eagles going this offseason? Are we going defense? Are we going offense? And I'm trying to figure it out. I feel like if we're going to go heavy on offense, because that's where it seems like, majority of the teams are leaning on is on the offensive side. I feel like if we're the team that do that also, I feel like we should draft Bijan Robinson, because if you want to talk about firepower, if you want to talk about RPO, if you want to talk about if you want to talk about a nice 1-2 punch with him and Rashad Penny, that'd be crazy. Now, I saw on Twitter that a lot of people are are like on the opposite side of drafting a running back, and with the top 10 spot. My thing is this, right? If you are leaning on the offensive side, go all the way in. Go all the way in. Get B. John Robinson. Get that running back. You can have a nice 1-2 punch. You can have Kenny. This is what I think. You can have a Rashad Penny, a B. John Robinson 1-2 punch. You can have Kenny Gainwell come in on special occasions on the third down. You can have Boston Scott for the kick return, punt return. That right there solves your issues on offense and kick return and punt return. That right there solves your issues. So if we're going to go all in, let's go all in. I still believe in Quez Watkins. I still believe that he will take that next step until the upcoming season. I believe that. A lot of people aren't so high on Quez Watkins, but what's the positive for Quez Watkins? He can stretch the field. He can get AJ Brown and Smitty open, and on occasion he can catch the ball. Now, I'm not saying that he's the best catcher on the team. Have he taken a step back last year? Yes, he's taken a step back. Did he cost us some games that we know that we could have won? We could have won a Washington game, and we could have won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But he dropped the ball both times. So we all in agreement, and we all know that happened. But I still see potential in the young man. I still see the young man that can stretch the field. So I still want to give him a chance. I still want to give him a chance. And on top of that, you don't have to pay. You don't have to go in free agency and get a number 3 wide receiver. You don't have to pay a number 3 wide receiver. We still got Quez Watkins under contract, and we are not paying him anything next year. So why not keep him for your wide receiver number 3? I still believe in Quez Watkins. I still believe in Quez Watkins. So that's my thing. You draft if we're going to go all offense. You draft Bijan Robinson, pair him with Rashad Penny. Kenny Gainwell come in on third down occasionally, and then you put Boston Scott for kickoff and kick return and kickoff and no, my bad, kick return and punt return. You have him back there. That's me solving that issue right there. Now for the Jalen Carter thing, I'm not mad if we go get Jalen Carter with the number 10 pick, because we saw the force that he was in Georgia. He got a lot of issues going on with him right now. You know what I mean? With the whole incident that happened with the kid that passed away from Georgia. He in a whole nother. It's a lot going on with him right now. But will I be mad if we do draft him with the number 10 pick, or if we draft him if we draft him in the first round period? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, because we see what he's capable of. You know what I mean? Out of his own mouth, and his agent, they saying that basically they don't listen. They're not trying to go to any other team that's That's not, no top 10 team. If you're not a top 10 team, don't draft him. I feel like that's messing up his stock because being the fact that you are already underwater, for you and your agent to come out and say something like that, that's messing up your whole draft. That's messing up everything. You got to take what's given to you, especially at the position that you are right now. You're not in position to demand that you want to go to a top 10 team when you got so much surrounding you right now, so much negativity surrounding you right now. You can't do that. You can't do that, Jalen Carter. So there's talks that I've been seeing on Twitter that we might draft Jalen Carter as well. Listen, I'm cool with either one, but I feel like if we're going to be all in on the offense, let's go get this Bijan Robinson guy. Let's go get this Bijan Robinson guy. You don't have to pay him a lot of money. He'll be under contract potentially for 5 years. If you want to move on from Rashad Penny next year, and you still got Bijan Robinson, you still got Kenny Gainwell, and that's that. We're going to be good next year. You know what I mean? We don't have to go in the draft looking for a running back. You don't have to go in the draft looking for a wide receiver next year. And I'm talking about with the first round pick. Or you don't have to go in the draft looking for a quarterback because we already got our franchise quarterback. We already got AJ Brown locked up. We gonna have to pay Smitty next year, so he's going to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? If you get rid of Rashad Penny, that's cool because he on a 1 year deal. You're still gonna have Bijan Robinson under 5 years. You're gonna have Kenny Gainwell who might win a contract, but you don't really have to pay him too much because he did so little for you. So we'll be set for the next coming years on the offensive side. We will be set if you go that route. You know what I'm saying? Tonight I want to talk a little bit about the whole Darius Slade thing and everything. Me and actually my co-host Young Jers, we're going to do this hype talk tonight. We're both going to get on. Also, we are getting on Spaces with my boy Sparky and my boy Matt. So please stay tuned in for that on Twitter. But tune in for the hype talk tonight. Me and my boy Young Jers getting on. We're going to talk way more about the Philadelphia Eagles and stuff like that. But like I said, man, I like the Bijan Robinson guy. I like Quez Watkins. Let's keep Quez Watkins. You know what I'm saying? I do see him taking a step forward. I do see him working hard during his offseason. I do see him taking that next leap, Quez Watkins. So I don't want to get rid of him. I know a lot of Philadelphia Eagles fans, they don't like him or whatever. I like Quez Watkins. I like him. I like his potential. I like his capabilities. I like what he can do, especially him being able to get a Devontae Smith and an AJ Brown open. That dynamic right there, you need that. You need that. We don't have Zach Pascal no more. Zach Pascal was the dirty work wide receiver, the wide receiver that can actually take on blocks and that can actually help in the pass game. You know what I mean? As far as blocking, we don't have that no more. So you have to keep Quez Watkins, somebody that can stretch the field. Why would you want to pay a wide receiver number 3 when you got a wide receiver number 3 already that you don't have to pay that's under contract that can do pretty much the same things as all these other free agents and got the potential, and Quez Watkins will be going on year 4. You don't have to go out and pay a wide receiver in free agency that's going on year 6 and 7, and you got to pay them between 8 to 10 million when you got this guy who you paying pennies for that we really need for real. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. So if we're going to go all offense, let me reiterate this. If we're going to go all offense, let's go on and get this Bijan Robinson running back. I like that. Like I said, I'm not mad at Jalen Carter, but if we're going to go all offense, because everybody is loading up on the offensive side, if we're going to go all offense, let's go get this running back. You already know, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I will be back up here tonight with the hype talk. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey, man. You already know. Gang, gang.